can leave or stay. This is my review for The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, episode 4. We're continuing in the Palm Springs trip. Can y'all believe it's only day 2? Day 2 of their trip. They are bringing it, and the good episodes are continuing, y'all. Like 4 good episodes in a row. I enjoyed this one too. We see all the ladies waking up. Meredith sends everybody a text message, probably except for Angie K, but for everyone to meet at the pool in the shirts that Meredith gave them. So then we see Angie, she goes up to the front desk or whatever, asking for a Sharpie, and she's gonna make her own t-shirt. And I don't even think she got the shade from the gay attendant saying, oh, you're making your own shirt, that's so sad. And it is sad that she's trying so hard for a moment, but I guess if this is her way of trying to get camera time, so be it. Also, side note, I was reading the comments for the last review, and it seemed like there's some debate between whether or not, like when Heather was in that van, like what was that liquid coming from the seat? Was it vomit or her peeing? Like, I was watching the Watch What Happens live, and I think Heather doesn't even know the answer to that. Why can she not answer a question? That's what I want to know. Like, she don't know who hit her in the face, and now she don't know whether or not she was peeing or vomiting in that scene. Anyway, though, we're with Lisa and Whitney chatting about the previous evening. It looks like Lisa sees both sides. Like, she understands Angie K was coming in, like, really hot with Meredith, but Meredith took it, like, beyond, in her opinion. I think Angie was antagonizing Meredith because Meredith didn't want no smoke. She didn't want to engage. But Angie was like, not on my watch. Like, you're going to engage with me. So I just think she got what she asked for. Whitney's talking about her issue with Meredith, and I'm just glad she's not beefing with Heather at the moment. It seems like they both have 2 different issues with Meredith. So Lisa's issue is she's bringing up, that she knows rumors about the husband and saying that, well, you did this to me last year. While Whitney, she's just saying Meredith doesn't like to have accountability for things or answer to things because she's going through something that she can't talk about. Meanwhile, we're with Meredith as she goes into Monica's room, and she just wants to thank her for having her back in the situation because, she went against her own friend Angie K, who allegedly introduced her to this group to defend Meredith. New Girl is playing chess so far. She doesn't have any alliances, and, we all love a wild card. Monica is telling Meredith everything she wants to hear. Like, you are the host. They were jumping on you last night. I'm trying to get to know you. I appreciate your friendship, and thank you for inviting me on this trip. She is kissing the ring. Oh, so then we get a flashback of Monica and Angie talking the previous evening about what happened, and it looks like Angie is still kind of feeling some type of way that Monica doesn't have her back. I came in hot, but I introduced you to these ladies, so I expect you to have my back. Like, Monica, whose side are you on here? I know I'm going to watch this back and just cackle. I think it's funny as well as ironic that both my impressions for Angie and Meredith are kind of inspired by a robot or like an android. Like for Meredith, it's like a short-circuiting robot, and for Angie, it's a fully functioning robot. Anywho, Monica's telling Angie that she's just surprised by some of the things she said, and as her friend, she just doesn't want to get involved. Well, not get involved, she just doesn't want to go there. And she feels like she's in the middle. Low-key, I think Monica wanted to be on the winning team, and I think she saw an opening for an ally for Meredith because it seemed like she didn't have one at the dinner table. Because, Heather, she was like fucking plastered. So a little later, the ladies all meet by the pool wearing their shirts, and then we see Angie K joining the ladies in her custom shirt. It says, all tricks, no trust, the opposite of Meredith's shirt. Clearly, she's trying to get a reaction, like, first thing in the morning. Thankfully, Meredith pays it dust. And look, Angie's just so proud of herself. This is why they're calling you thirsty, sweetheart. Oh boy, so the activity for the day is a little obstacle course. This was Meredith's idea, by the way, as like a little trust activity. And of course, Mary tells Meredith that she's going to sit this one out and she's going to stay in the van. Here's the thing. Why did you come? Why did you come? If she's not going to participate, like, why have her there? Like, she should be forced to participate by production or she don't get paid. But Mary tells Meredith that she can't be standing in the park in the rain. She says she already knows who and who not to trust on this trip. This is y'all girl, though. I mean, production clearly just wants to use her for a soundbite. I also see y'all defending Mary in the comments, and that's fine. But I'm letting y'all know right here and right now that my foot will continue to be on her neck every episode I see her on. Ooh, this looking like a fast forward for me. Okay, so this is a little trust exercise. The ladies are going to be put in pairs. One person is blindfolded. The other person is going to be leading them through like a field of hula hoops and random balls. It sounds so interesting, right? The pairs are Whitney and Meredith, Monica and Lisa, and Heather and Angie. So as the ladies are doing this activity, we cut to Mary in the van, and she's wondering how come Meredith didn't take them to do something more luxurious? Like, why we went to the park to do this? And I'll give her that. Like, Meredith's ideas of fun is very peculiar. So I'm really glad that Whitney took over later in the episode because what she did was much more fun. Oh, and it looks like Whitney and Meredith won the trust exercise. Afterwards, the ladies get back on the bus. Production lets us know that an hour went by. So Meredith was by herself on that bus for an hour, just waiting for them to be done. So as they're going to the next location, the ladies are all wondering why Mary isn't participating. Even Meredith says like she wished she would have just came and done the activity. It was a trust building exercise. It was positive. And Mary's like, well, did I not explain to you before you got off the van why? And Lisa kind of interjects and says, well, no, she didn't. Mary interrupts and is like, oh, no, I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to Meredith. Don't do that. So then as they continue, Mary was like, did I hurt you? Lisa then answers for Meredith. Mary's like, I said I wasn't talking to you. Do you have a mute button? Lisa's like, no, I don't. I'm on play all the time. I'm glad Lisa said that, and I'm actually on her side. Like, who are you to tell me what to do? I'm going to interject just how, you get to do what you want. I'm going to do what I want. Mary's saying some bullshit about it's too soon for her to participate in activities with this group and who to trust. Like, we cut to Whitney's confessional. She's like, well, why did you get on the Sprinter van? If you don't like us, you don't want to participate, why did you come? But I get it. This is Meredith's trip, not anybody else's. Like, I would say going forward, we don't need to invite Mary on anything. Like, if it's not Meredith's event, she doesn't need to be invited. Lisa then asks Mary, well, who are you excluding in this? And Mary, of course, doesn't want to go there. And then Whitney interjects and says, well, the point, Mary, is we just wanted you to be there. Mary's like, yeah, I get the point, Missy. Is she ever going to call Whitney by her name? Bobblehead, little girl, Missy. The look on Whitney's face, though, like she's here for it. She wants to go toe-to-toe with Mary. I just want one of these ladies to cuss her ass out. Just one. Mary and Whitney going back and forth. We cut to Mary's confessional, and she's doing her Whitney imitation. I just don't understand. Guys, I just don't understand. Like, I think we all just have our Whitney impression. It's just like that baby doll voice she has. Anywho, she point blank asked Mary, why would you go on a group trip with people you don't like? It's crickets from Mary, but then they conveniently get back to the motel, and Meredith's like, guys, we can talk about this later. We have a special lunch coming up. Nah, I want Mary to really answer the question, like, why are you here? Is it the check production's giving you to be a clown every week for these white people? Like, I want to know. They're all having lunch now, and that food looks bland as hell. It does not look appetizing at all. I mean, it's just a charcuterie board, some bland chicken, and salad. So then Heather's asking Meredith, like, so what's on the agenda today? Meredith's like, well, I don't... Whitney interrupts her and is like, I'm taking over. So it looks like they're going to do like a little drag thing with Trixie. That sounds fun to me. We cut to Meredith's confessional, and she clearly has a problem with Whitney doing this. To be fair though, Meredith, all your ideas so far have been boring. So the plan is she wants all the ladies to take all their makeup off, get in their white robes, and apply their own drag makeup. Lisa's like, wait, what? already. Looks like she's not interested in this idea. The only person that looks excited is Monica. Cut to Whitney's confessional. She says she's taking over because she's fucking bored. And she doesn't care how Meredith feels about it. After hearing this idea, Lisa says no. She flew in her glam. She wants to control how she looks, especially after being humiliated wearing what Meredith put her in to a 5-star restaurant. I mean, I could get that, but you remember back in the day where there wasn't any glam teams? I blame you Beverly Hills ladies, particularly Erica Jane. She's the one that really bumped up everything. Hey, it ain't tricking if you got it. But I guess it's because amongst all the franchises, the ladies are just more aware and they want to look their best every time they're on camera because they know the audience is going to call them out if they're looking busted or if they have a bad wig on. We see Lisa now. She's calling her husband about this, that the fact that she just can't wear glam for one evening. She's like, I already flew Morgan in. I think she said she has, at some point in the episode, she said she has a makeup artist on retainer, like every day. She pays her $60K. What else do you spend $60K on, Lisa?
Did Whitney not get the memo? I'm never dressing up again.
Lisa says she'll go to the grocery store in glam. I hear that. She has to be insufferable in real life. It's crazy because when I was at BravoCon last year, the people were loving Meredith and Lisa, especially Lisa. Child, we breaking the fourth wall now. Like, Lisa's talking to production saying she don't want to do this. I'm so glad the franchise has made the decision to just break the fourth wall because we know the juiciest stuff happens behind the scenes. Because I think we know this is all curated, so I'm glad they stopped insulting the audience's intelligence. Lisa has the executive producer at her door saying that she just can't do it. And it looks like she's about to start crying. And then meanwhile, we see Trixie, who I just feel sorry for, to be exposed to some of these ladies. Lisa continues by saying she paid her makeup artist $2,500 to be here, plus the flight. It's not about looking ugly. I don't give a shit about that. It's my face. It's my face. I can kind of see why she was getting on Monica's nerves. Like, you are such a spoiled brat. Like, just imagine, y'all, like, technically, you know, they're at work, and just say, like, your coworker doesn't want to do something that the rest of y'all are doing, and they think they're too good to participate, meanwhile, you're being a team player. So, I understand Monica's frustration. Like, who does this bitch think she is? Monica is going off on Lisa in her confessional, and just calling her privileged as fuck. This was supposed to be a fun activity, all the ladies getting in drag and having Trixie judge them like they're on Drag Race, and Lisa just shitting all over it. So then we cut to the fun ladies actually enjoying this activity. They have their makeup scrubbed off, they're getting wigs from Trixie, like at least they're having fun. So the drag activity begins. Whitney comes out in drag, and I think production is choosing their names. Of course, Whitney's name is Lil Girl. I love that she has fully embraced Mary's insult and turned it into a brand. Monica comes out and she is just giving full on Jersey. I told y'all, like, she's on the wrong franchise, but I'm glad she was added to this one to spice things up. They call her Jersey Mariah. So then we have Angie come out, and yep, she even participated. I will give her that for participating. And production, shady production, they called her Anita Invite. What gay on production came up with that? Yes, look at Heather. They called her Dolly's Pride. Heather actually looks good in drag. So then Meredith comes out and just ruins the vibe. She's in all black, and I'm guessing these high heels. The only thing that's drag about that are those shoes. Other than that, she has on some like pink eyeliner. Well, hello. It looks like I'm a little underdressed. You think? It would have been so much fun to see Meredith finally just like loosen up a bit, but we see the stick is still lodged in the ass. And speaking of stick up the ass, out walks Lisa, who just looks like her old tired self. She looks so proud of herself that she got to keep her glam. Child, spending $60K to have glam every day and you still look basic? That ain't the flex you think it is. Oh, and I forgot about Mary. She comes out looking like her insane asylum self. Whatever. So the winner for this drag activity is Monica, and I agree because she fully committed to this look. So afterwards, they all go back inside to eat, and the vibe is just awkward. The ladies not even sitting amongst each other. Lisa then points out how quiet it is, and Mary says, well, everyone's been quiet to me all evening. Then Lisa tells her, oh, well, come over, Mary. Like, no, I'm going to stay right here. Let's not be fake about it. Girl, can someone put Mary on the next thing smoking back to Salt Lake City with her odd-ass family? Like, she does not want to be there. I mean, it is funny how she's talking to them any kind of way, but this is episode 4. I'm sure we got at least 13 more weeks to go. I can't take this. Like, I want to know, who are Mary's friends? I don't think she has any because she's a mean old crone. So then it looks like Whitney's still taking control of the trip. They're all about to go out. Some of the ladies change, and we're back with the 4 girls that participated in a drag activity. And Whitney's wondering, like, what's up with the vibe with everyone? Like, they have this mean energy, and I'm glad y'all are positive. Monica's like, the energy started when they came out in normal clothes. And I think she calls them wet noodles. Whitney's saying she's disappointed in Meredith for not participating, but Monica, she's going in on Lisa right now, calling her insecure, saying that she would have never participated. I'm not surprised. She's even imitating Lisa, and it's kind of awkward though because Angie and Whitney are both cool with Lisa. Anyhow, Lisa sits down with them and was like wondering what they're talking about. And Monica's like, oh, we're just talking about the sour pussies in the group, the wet noodles. Lisa's like, who's a wet noodle? I think Whitney changes the topic and says, okay, y'all, well, we're about to head on the bus. So they're headed to that Sprinter again, where all the drama seems to happen on Salt Lake City. It looks like Lisa still has a chip on her shoulder, and she wants to know what the ladies were talking about in reference to wet noodles. So then Monica tells her, I'm just shocked you didn't dress up. Lisa says, I'm in head to toe couture, Valentino shoes, Fendi bag, and eyeshadow. I am dressed up. Well, girl, you spent a lot of money just to look basic. But Monica clarifies and says you didn't dress up in drag. They're still going back and forth passive aggressively. Like Lisa's like, well, this is drag for me. We see Meredith try to de-escalate the situation. Well, everyone has their own interpretation of drag. Lord, Father God, if Lisa brings up being dressed in a sarong, in a bikini to a 5-star restaurant one more time, I'd rather her just talk about the $60,000 ring. So Monica says, Lisa, I'm just going to be honest with you. And it looks like she's about to start crying. She brings up Lisa's privilege and how she talks about the $60,000 ring. I'm guessing like Lisa's behavior in saying what she was and wasn't going to do, that triggered Monica. And she basically says like, you have so much to be thankful for, and she calls her tone deaf. Now, this is what's hard for me. I'm wondering, is Monica projecting her insecurities with wealth on Lisa? Because, you know, even though Lisa is annoying as fuck, I mean, that's not Lisa's fault what you're going through. And I think it's quiet in the van because most of those ladies have the same access that Lisa does. So Lisa is hearing this the second time from Monica, and this time she ain't taking it. She don't give a fuck at this point. She's like, I worked my ass off. I'm sorry for your situation, but you don't fucking know me. So don't put that judgment on me. And I can kind of see Lisa's point. I would love to know whose side y'all on this. Because I do like Monica, but I think she's kind of going too hard on Lisa for that. When Monica hears this from Lisa, it's like a switch went off. Like, she goes off on Lisa. I think a couple of the ladies are a little taken aback because they haven't seen this behavior from Monica. Like, she even cussed her ass out in Portuguese, called her a rich piece of shit. Monica and Lisa are going back and forth, and then Angie tries to step in, of course, to defend Lisa, and then Monica stops her right there and says, you live up her ass, so stay there. Monica is now going at both of them at the same damn time. She tells Lisa, no one can hear you because your dog is barking. We see Heather, she's kind of cracking up to herself. Poor Whitney, it seems like she's in the middle because she's cool with Lisa and Angie. We got to her confessional, she says she's just getting to know Monica, like she hasn't seen this behavior out of her, and it's kind of nasty. It seems like this is just the tip of the iceberg with Monica. That's why I'm just like, well, let me just see, how I feel about Monica by episode 9. Like, so far, like, she came in hot, but I think she's being a little bit unreasonable with Lisa, but I am enjoying how she's cussing them all out. I'm just nervous for Monica because it seemed like present day, it looks like none of the ladies on the cast are fucking with her. So the ladies finally pull up to their destination, and it looks like the gay club. Like, this is the gay area of Palm Springs. Of course, Mary ain't having that. She's gonna stay her ass in the vehicle yet again. Like, she even tries to tell Meredith, go in and let me know if it's okay for me to come in. Meredith don't know what to do. She's like, well, I think you should just come in. Mary stays her ass behind. Again, why did you come? Why did you come? And then production just lets her stay there. She then tells the driver to take her to McDonald's. Lord have mercy. Just wackadoo. We see the ladies get to the bar, and already, Lisa's trying to hash it out with Monica, but Monica ain't trying to hear that. Like, according to Lisa, she says, you're conflating with me not wanting to participate with me doing something else. And poor Whitney, she's trying to break it up between the two, asking what they want to drink. Lisa says she wants a Diet Coke, and Monica, she is my girl. She wants a Dr. Pepper, which is my favorite soda. Nobody sells Dr. Pepper, which is so annoying to me. They are still going back and forth. Lisa calls out the fact that Monica has a $5,000 Louis bag on. I love how Lisa knew exactly probably how much that Louis bag costs. She is into fashion like that, I guess. But Monica's trying to tell Lisa she doesn't relate to the rest of middle America, which I'm like, why are y'all having this conversation? I feel like Meredith and Whitney, they can't relate either. Monica, I like you. Just move on. Like, try to get Lisa for something else, just for being an annoying asshole. Get her for that. But talking about, like, the 1% and stuff like that when you want a show like this, I don't know. Meanwhile, we're with the other ladies who aren't arguing. Well, for now. And Whitney's talking to Meredith about why Monica was mad at Lisa, saying that she cares more about her image than participating. And then Whitney kind of turns it on Meredith about why she didn't participate. Meredith then tells Whitney, we're two different people. I don't have to mimic you. So now it looks like they're arguing about why Meredith didn't want to participate in the drag thing that Whitney coordinated. So now it looks like Meredith's defending herself for not participating in the drag activity. She definitely lets Whitney know that she is not the hostess of the trip. She is. Then she said, well, I've had a shooting headache for 2 days. I wasn't going to put on a 45-pound wig. It's getting dangerous right now. I feel like it's about to go left. Like, all it takes is for Whitney to say one thing to make Meredith short circuit. Uh-oh. Whitney, why did you bring that up? Like, yes, Meredith was making excuses, but she used like someone's son-in-law's 3-year-old who has a headache. Like, she used that as an example. We definitely saw the flip switch on Meredith. Like, you could see it in her eyes. Go back to it. Don't you go there. She's starting. Don't you fucking go there. She just called her a monster and then told her to get out of her face. While Whitney has that baby voice, it's just funny. You are disgusting. But Whitney isn't taking the hint. She's still going, but I am gonna go there. You can't hold me emotionally hostage. Ooh, but Meredith gets into Whitney's face with that finger. You take a sick child who's gonna suffer for the rest of his life and weaponize it against me? Don't you dare! See what you did, Whitney? I feel like Meredith's favorite word is disgusting. She loves calling people that. We see Meredith walk off, and then we cut to Mary that's in that van on the way to McDonald's, telling the driver her order. Child, fast forward. The ladies are back at the bar. Heather goes over to Lisa and Monica, who are still arguing. We then see Meredith at the bar. Whitney comes up behind her. Hey, it's me again. Look, Whitney, Meredith is gonna sock your ass. You don't know what she's capable of when she's short-circuiting. Whitney presses on though and says every time someone wants to work it out with you, you always tell them that you're going through something. And she has a point, but I think it's Whitney's delivery. Like, why did you bring up the 3-year-old? We have 2 arguments going on simultaneously now. They might need to make Palm Springs a seasonal trip for this franchise. So then Meredith tells Lisa that I've been going through it this entire trip and you bring your pit bull with you. Oh, and Angie definitely heard that pit bull comment. The second time she's been called a dog. First it was a chihuahua by Monica, and now you have Meredith calling her a pit bull. Now here come Angie doing the most. Like she tells Whitney, scoot back. Like she about to do something. What you gonna do, Angie? So then Monica, who I'm guessing is taking a break from arguing with Lisa, when Meredith turns to her, when Angie comes in her face, she's like, what am I dealing with right now? Monica's like, it's been a rough night for Angie. She's a chihuahua and pit bull bitch. Oh my God. Meredith then flips her hair and turns away from Angie. This is just so petty. Like Meredith is facing Monica now, just having a full conversation so she can ignore Angie barking in her ear. Everything's going off the rails right now. And speaking of which, we go back to Mary getting her McDonald's order. So now all the ladies are together trying to get into this argument. Angie's like, why are you being disrespectful? She called me a pit bull. Meredith is still ignoring her, and then Angie calls her a trampoline with eyes. What? A trampoline with eyes? I feel like even Meredith was laughing at that. We then see Whitney trying to talk to Meredith now and defending Angie by calling her a dog. Meredith says, I didn't call her a dog. I said she's attacking me like an animal. We still got 2 minutes left. This is just so wacky right now. It also looks like Whitney doesn't want the smoke with Monica, but she doesn't like how Monica is like attacking Angie. Can we please stop checking up on Mary? We do not care. Well, I don't care. I'm gonna speak for myself. I don't give a fuck about Mary and her McDonald's order. Monica is still in 1,000. She's telling Meredith and Heather, when we were on the bus and I called Angie Lisa's little bitch, I was right? I think Heather said yes. And then Angie comes up again like, what was said, Monica? Like Monica should be intimidated by her. And Monica says it again. I said on the bus, I said you were being Lisa's little bitch, weren't you? So Monica and Angie are now getting into it. They're getting a little too close for comfort. And Monica's like, don't put your hands in my fucking face. Don't put your hands in my face like Jen Shaw. I knew it. We were going to hear Jen Shaw's name every single episode this season. We're now 4 for 4. So speaking of Jen Shaw, now Monica says, yeah, you were her assistant. You worked for Jen Shaw. And then Monica's saying, honey, assistants get paid. So then we cut to Angie's confessional. She says, oh, so you weren't getting paid? So you left your kids for free? Damn. We then cut to Monica. She says, first of all, there's nothing wrong with being an assistant. She right, I know because I was one. But then she says, and actually, all you bitches were Jen Shaw's assistants. Like, you did favors? You did favors? Ooh, okay now. I mean, pull the receipts, Monica. What favors? So now the credits are rolling, y'all. Whitney intervenes and says, everyone, let's just get back on the bus. As they get back on the bus, we see Mary just sitting there looking crazy. And they're all like, oh, hey, Mary. I couldn't even imagine Mary being there in the first place. So maybe she should have just stayed on that damn bus. Anywho, that's the end of the episode. Another great one. I wish the ratings were reflecting that. The only franchise that's doing numbers right now is OC. And I kind of fell off of it. I just don't care about the drama. Like, I know it's good, y'all, but I'm just not interested. I can't get into OC for some reason. But yeah, y'all, another shockingly entertaining episode. Y'all let me know whose side y'all on in these wacky ass arguments. With that, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see y'all for the next episode. Bye.